What if I told you that the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver core, the very group that's been relentlessly scrutinized since Tyreek Hill's departure, is poised to redefine its identity in 2025? That's right. We're no longer dealing with mere potential. We're talking about production, firepower, and a deeply rooted conviction that this unit, once dismissed as a liability, might now emerge as the X factor that catapults the Chiefs' offense back to the pinnacle of explosive dominance. You thought Patrick Mahomes was already a nightmare for defenses. Just wait until he has this arsenal fully locked and loaded. Let's kick things off with a name that every Chiefs fan should circle in red on their 2025 bingo card: Rashee Rice. Remember him? He ignited the first 4 games of last season with 24 catches, 288 yards, and 2 touchdowns, averaging a jaw-dropping 12 yards per reception before an injury derailed his momentum. But make no mistake, he's back, rejuvenated, and laser-focused, training side by side with Mahomes. That's not idle chatter. Mahomes himself confirmed it. He looks phenomenal. They've been honing their chemistry down in Texas, running routes, fine-tuning their timing. If that synergy clicks the way it did early last season, Rice could ascend into the NFL's top 10 receivers. That's not wishful thinking. It's a trajectory we've already glimpsed. And just when you think it couldn't get better, enter the rookie sensation who transformed from gadget player to the Chiefs' offensive cornerstone, Xavier Worthy. He concluded his debut season with 59 receptions, 638 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Not only did he statistically lead the Chiefs' receiving corps, but he also became Mahomes' go-to target when the stakes were highest. Critics initially pigeonholed him as a gadget guy, useful only in the run game, mischaracterized as one-dimensional. But Worthy obliterated that narrative, proving he's not just a gadget, he's a weapon. With 98 targets, he wasn't just involved, he was indispensable. In his own words, Worthy called the close of his rookie campaign a launch pad, learning Mahomes' tendencies and building unshakable confidence. Heading into year 2, all signs point to a breakout season. Add in his rushing prowess, 104 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 5.2 yards per carry, and you've got one of the most dynamic offensive threats in the league. No more debate. Xavier Worthy is the real deal. But wait, there's a secret weapon about to make a name for himself: Jaylen Royals. Drafted in the 4th round out of Utah State, he enters this offense with a chip on his shoulder and everything to gain. In just 7 games last season, Royals put up video game numbers: 55 receptions, 834 yards, and 6 touchdowns, averaging over 15 yards per catch. Only 3 drops total. Scouts rave about his prowess against zone defenses, his silky smooth route running, and his fearlessness in traffic. NFL analyst Lance Zierlein described him as a receiver with elite body control and exceptional play strength, capable of lining up both inside and out. He's the kind of guy who could surpass Sky Moore and Juju Smith-Schuster on the depth chart in a hurry. But this is bigger than individual performances. It's about the collective unit. And for the first time since the Tyreek Hill era, the Chiefs' vertical passing game is roaring back to life. Patrick Mahomes completed just 29.6% of his deep passes last season, but when he did connect, it was devastating. 589 yards and 6 touchdowns on just 16 completions. Pro Football Focus awarded him an 87.9 grade for deep passing, and now, with this arsenal, he's primed to push that number even higher. Hollywood Brown brings blazing speed, Rice brings physicality and explosiveness, Worthy brings precision and versatility, and Royals brings downfield dominance and reliable hands. And while defenses have adjusted, they haven't seen this. 3 high safety looks designed to neutralize the deep ball will pose a dilemma for defenses in 2025. Who do you cover? If you retreat too far, Travis Kelce and Noah Gray will carve you up underneath. Press too tightly and Mahomes will torch you deep. With a receiving core that's not just explosive but multi-dimensional, the Chiefs' offense could metamorphose into something we haven't witnessed since their legendary 201-8-2-2-1-9 run. Speaking of Gray, don't overlook the tight end depth. Noah Gray emerged last season as a legitimate weapon: 40 receptions, 437 yards, and 5 touchdowns, surpassing Kelce and Worthy in yards per reception at an impressive 10.9. multi-tick-down games, he had them. He's not just Kelsey's understudy anymore. He's a threat in his own right. So here's the question, Chiefs Kingdom. If this unit stays healthy and continues its upward trajectory, could we be witnessing the most formidable receiving group of the Mahomes era post-Tyreek Hill? Could Rice ascend to top 10 status? Could Worthy elevate himself to elite WR1 levels? Could Royals shock the league and carve out a major role? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now that we've set the stage with a revitalized receiving core and early indications of a return to vertical dominance, let's delve deeper into the underlying transformation and why 2025 might be the most strategically dangerous iteration of the Chiefs we've seen under Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. One major development is Mahomes' own evolution. Early in his career, he was renowned for his highlight reel throws, the 50-yard bombs to Tyreek Hill, the no-look lasers. But when defenses countered with shell coverages and 3 high safety looks, Mahomes didn't force the issue. He adapted, becoming a more efficient and methodical quarterback. And now, with all the tools back at his disposal, he's prepared to blend both versions of himself, the calculated decision maker and the fearless gunslinger. That's petrifying for opposing defenses. Mahomes summed it up perfectly. Our job is to test the defense down the field. We have to get back to doing that if we want to unlock the other guys underneath. That's a clear message. The deep ball is officially back in the blueprint. And with speed demons like Worthy and Brown, physicality from Rice, and route discipline across the board, defenses are going to crack. Double one guy and another breaks loose. Play soft and they'll slice you up underneath. Blitz and you're toast. It's checkmate football. Let's not forget Hollywood Brown. He was virtually invisible last season, but that's not likely to happen again. Slated to start opposite Worthy, he brings blazing speed and a fresh opportunity. If he stays healthy, Brown could be the home run threat that forces safeties out of the box and creates lanes for Rice and Royals underneath. And while Kelsey's 2024 numbers, 823 yards and 3 touchdowns, were modest by his Hall of Fame standards, he still caught 97 passes and remains Mahomes' most trusted target in crucial moments. But now he no longer has to carry the entire offense on his shoulders. That balance is exactly what Kansas City needed. All the pieces are aligning, an ascending receiver group, a quarterback entering his prime years, and an offense once again capable of stretching defenses vertically. This isn't the Chiefs' offense scrambling to replace Tyreek Hill anymore. It's a new identity, one built on speed, versatility, and depth. Now it's your turn. Who do you think will be the breakout star of this new-look Chiefs offense? Is it the resilient Rashee Rice, the ascending Worlds Xavier Worthy, the dark horse Jaylen Royals, or maybe someone else flying under the radar? Let us know in the comments and make your prediction count. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay in the loop. Go Chiefs! The Chiefs' wide receiver core is primed to erupt in 2025. Yes, you read that right. The very group that many still underestimate is on the verge of silencing all the doubters. And this isn't just speculation. It's built on cold, hard facts, numbers, training camp reports, and a certain MVP quarterback named Patrick Mahomes orchestrating it all. After Tyreek Hill's departure, countless pundits proclaimed the demise of Kansas City's explosive offense. But what they failed to see was that the team was rebuilding methodically with purpose. Now, as we enter 2025, all the pieces are in place. A roster brimming with youth, speed, physicality, and most crucially, chemistry. And leading the charge, a generational quarterback who's committed to maximizing the potential of each and every one of them. Curious why this group could be the most lethal of the Mahomes era? Buckle up. What I'm about to reveal could redefine how you see this offense. And trust me, NFL defenses are already losing sleep over it. Hey there, fellow Chiefs faithful. If you're like me and get fired up over every practice rep, every crisp route, every connection between Mahomes and his receivers, then this video is tailor-made for you. Today, we're cutting through the hype. No exaggerations, no illusions. I genuinely believe the Chiefs receiver room is set to shock the entire league in 2025. And I'm going to break down every reason why, point by point, in detail. But before we dive in, hit that like button. It truly helps spread this content to more die-hard Kansas City fans. And while you're at it, drop a comment below. Which receiver do you believe will break out this season? Is it Rashee Rice, now fully recovered and ready to dominate? Is it rookie Xavier Worthy with his blistering speed? Could Jaylen Royals emerge as the surprise star? Or will Travis Kelce reassert his dominance? Let me know. I'm eager to read your takes. And of course, if you're not already part of our Chiefs Kingdom community, hit that subscribe button now. We've got fresh videos every single day covering all things Chiefs. With the season approaching fast, there's going to be a tidal wave of content. Come join us on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. Right now, we're in the midst of OTAs, those crucial organized team activities that set the tone before minicamp. It's during these sessions that team chemistry is forged and the first signs of standout performers start to shine. Mahomes commands everything with the surgical precision we've come to expect, but what's really turning heads is the receiver group. Every single one of them showing intensity, urgency, and a burning desire to prove that 2025 will be the year of the offensive resurgence. Let's start with Rashee Rice. He exploded out of the gates last season, 24 catches, 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a jaw-dropping 12 yards per reception over the first 4 games. A genuine threat on the field. Unfortunately, an injury halted that trajectory, but now, according to reports and training footage from Texas with Mahomes, Rice is back to 100%, and more importantly, he's hungry to shine. He knows this is the year to cement his status as a star, and Mahomes, he's all in on Rice, saying the expectations are sky high. When the best quarterback in the game puts that kind of trust in you, it's because the talent is undeniable. Now let's talk about Xavier Worthy. What a transformation at the tail end of the season. 59 receptions, 638 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, and 104 rushing yards, earning him the team's Rookie of the Year honors. He's not just a gadget. He's versatile, dynamic, and electric. Jaylen Royals, across just 7 games at Utah State, racked up 834 yards and 6 touchdowns, averaging over 15 yards per reception. Now picture this guy hauling in passes from Mahomes. He's going to climb the depth chart faster than most people anticipate. First, let's address the headline. Rashee Rice is back with 0 restrictions. He's running routes, slashing through defenses, and making plays in every voluntary workout. Insiders call it eyes on the ball, and guess who's got those eyes? Mahomes. Locked in. Second, the vertical game is officially back in business. At last, we've got a legitimate deep threat on offense again. Last season gave us flashes, 589 yards and 6 touchdowns on deep passes, even with a meager 29% completion rate. Now imagine that with better receivers at Mahomes' disposal. Third, the Worthy-Mahomes connection is blossoming. Practices are already showcasing timed throws, surgical routes, and big plays. Worthy isn't just fast. He's got elite vision and tactical discipline. Fourth, let's highlight the versatility of this receiving core. Royals can line up inside or outside. Hollywood Brown stretches the field vertically, Noah Gray emerges as the no-2 tight end, and Guju is still a factor. This arsenal gives Andy Reid and Mahomes 1,000 options to dismantle defenses. And the fifth, and arguably most crucial, point, the climate of internal competition. Every receiver knows the rotation is wide open. That's fueling more effort, sharper focus, and higher production. And who wins from all this? We do. The fans, and of course, Mahomes himself. Since Tyreek Hill's departure, the Chiefs' offense has transformed into a more measured, methodical unit. Mahomes evolved into a more patient, cerebral quarterback. That was vital, but something was still missing. The vertical explosiveness that terrifies defenses. Even in 2024, despite a questionable receiver group, Mahomes still delivered solid deep ball numbers, 589 yards and 6 touchdowns on 16 completions. That's a lethal threat, even with limited firepower. Now, with Worthy, Rice, Brown, and Royals united, the field opens up again. Safeties will have to respect the deep threat, and that creates space underneath for Kelsey, the running back screens, and creative plays. It's the return of unpredictability. And with Andy Reid calling the shots, you know he'll exploit every mismatch. Reid loves diverse formations, crossing routes, and pre-snap motion. With this dynamic cast, he's going to torment defensive coordinators week after week. The impact could be so profound that by the season's end, we'll look back and say, of course, this group was destined to break out. And even better, Mahomes won't have to be a magician every down. He'll finally have legitimate help. Now it's your turn, Chiefs Kingdom. Who's going to lead this revolution in 2025? Will Rashee Rice seize the spotlight? Will Xavier Worthy soar to WR1 levels? Will Jaylen Royals shock the league? Or will Travis Kelce still reign supreme? Drop your takes below. Let's fill this comment section with predictions, bold calls, and gut feelings. I can't wait to see who nails it by season's end. Hit that like button, too. It's quick and massively helps the channel grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. It's 100% free, and you'll get instant notifications whenever new Chiefs content drops. We've got fresh videos daily, weekly, hourly, all about our glorious Kansas City Chiefs. Share this video with that friend who still doubts this receiver group. Post it in your Instagram stories. Spread the word. 2025 is the year the Chiefs offense becomes frightening again. And to wrap things up, the season hasn't even started yet, but the warning is out. The Chiefs are coming.